Facts you didn't know about Crooklyn. Crooklyn is a 1994 American semi-autobiographical film produced and directed by Spike Lee and co-written with his sister Joie and brother Cinqué. Occurring in the Bedford Stuyvesant neighborhood of Brooklyn, New York during the summer of 1973, the film primarily focuses on a young girl named Troy Carmichael, played by Zelda Harris, and her family. Throughout the film, Troy learns life lessons through her rowdy brothers Clinton, Wendell, Nate, and Joseph, her loving but strict mother Carolyn, and her naive, struggling father Woody. In this video, we'll feature facts you didn't know about Crooklyn. On our channel, we feature such videos. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for such. 1. It received a PG-13 rating. Crooklyn. With a young girl playing the protagonist, Troy, the movie would go on to become one of 2 Spike Lee joints that received a PG-13 rating. And though it was a bit lighter in subject matter, the movie went on to become number 3 in the box office the week it was released. 2. Where did the idea come from? Spike Lee explained how the script was originally conceived and written by his brother and sister, Cinqué and Joie Lee. He said that his siblings came to him with an idea and asked him if they knew of anyone who could help them get it made. That's when Spike told them he'd make it. Joie later stated, "I gave birth to this project. Spike delivered it." 3. Loss of childhood culture. The saddest thing, Spike Lee thinks, is that in some neighborhoods, the children no longer know how to play street games. The streets are so unsafe, the kids hide inside, and decades of childhood culture have disappeared in a generation. They've never heard of the street games most kids grew up playing. When it came time to film scenes with games, the kids we were using didn't know what we were talking about. This whole street culture will be lost forever as the streets are dangerous today, and children aren't being allowed to have a childhood. 4. Delroy Lillard didn't know about kids. Though you would never know it from the movie, Delroy Lillard had never worked with children before. And because he didn't have children of his own at the time, he was intimidated to work with them. Either he really warmed up to the children, or he's a great actor. By the time the movie came out, he seemed like a pro at being a father to those kids. 5. Crooklyn was supposed to be a children's TV show. In an article, Cinqué explained that the original script was intended for a recurring children's show, but luckily, that's not how it panned out. Cinqué also stated that Nickelodeon screened a pilot for the series, had it tested with a group of inner-city kids, and gave it thumbs down. It had no hip-hop music, no dancing. It had jazz. 6. Falling out with their father Lee. In an interview with both Spike and his father, Bill Lee, just 4 years after Spike had his father score Mo Better Blues, neither man would speak about the other. Unsurprisingly, Spike wasn't too quick to air out his family business for the media. But from the details in the story, it seemed as if the rift could have stemmed from a couple of things. Bill Lee's drug use and subsequently asking Spike for money, which he denied. Or Bill's second marriage to a white woman, which occurred, as Spike said, before my mother was even cold in her grave. 7. What was real and what wasn't? Since all the Lee siblings have said that the movie was loosely based on their childhood, people often ask Cinqué if they really killed that dog. Cinqué says that part was definitely fictional, but there were other elements of the film that were inspired by real-life events, like the eldest son, Clinton, having to decide whether or not he would attend the Knicks game or his father's concert. Spike spoke about the incident, stating, "That was the 7th game of the NBA championship in 1970, and the Knicks beat the Lakers. I got 1 ticket for the game. I got it through my father's lawyer." 8. Film's budget and shooting period. After Malcolm X, perhaps Spike Lee needed a bit of a break. While X took over 2 years to end up on screen, cost $80 million, and took 80 days to shoot, Crooklyn only cost $15 million and was wrapped in 52 days during the summer. 9. How did they choose the kids on the film? At the time, Spike Lee was very vocal about the fact that he didn't like professional child actors. So when it came to casting these roles of all the children, Lee relied heavily on Brooklyn schoolchildren. 10. How Zelda got the part of Tori. Before she was cast as the protagonist in Spike's film, though she had appeared on Sesame Street and an episode of I'll Fly Away in 1994, she stated that she was very nervous when she went in for her audition. So scary. All these things were zipping through my head. We're glad she was able to swing it because she truly made that movie. Zelda, who seemed to be pretty wise for a 9-year-old. 11. How the siblings got along on the film. In case you were wondering how Zelda got along with her Crooklyn brothers, know that they developed a familial-type bond by the time shooting wrapped that summer. They all taunted each other. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. See you on the next video.